Please Kettell, and welcome to my vintage workshop. Today you're going to be learning how to distress basic chenille stems to look like distressed tinsel. They can be in any color. As you can see, these are white and fluffy. They could be any thickness. As you can see, these are a thick gold chenille. Or they can be any color. They can be in the silver, they can be blue, they can be red, they can be green. It doesn't matter, whatever you have lying around the house. And this can also go for any kind of garland that you might have, like Christmas garland, or Valentine's garland, or gift wrap garland. Anything that's shiny and bright will work for this. And all you need is a paper plate, a little liquid starch. Now you want to make sure when you're pouring it that you at least cover the whole paper plate. And then what you're going to need is a little espresso paint. Now, you want to put maybe about 3 to 4 drops in there. And you're going to take a paintbrush, a nice thick paintbrush. This one will work perfectly. Make sure you get the water off. And what you're going to do is you're just going to stir it in to your liquid starch. Just so you get something that looks almost like a muddy consistency. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your chenille stem, you're going to lay it directly into the liquid starch mix and start painting it. And that's really all it is. Just paint it right on until you cover the entire chenille stem. Now, depending on the length of distress that you want, you might want to let this dry and do this about 3 to 4 times. I usually do it about 3 to 4 times. So when you're done, you want to take an old can, strip off some of the excess, and leave it in there. You're going to let that dry for about, I'd say about 10 minutes. It dries pretty quick. And then what you're going to find is that the liquid starch stiffens the tinsel, and it colors it when you add any kind of paint. Now, I use a brown espresso paint because it gives it more of an aged look. Now, another thing you can do is use a regular chenille stem, nice white one. What you want to do is do the same thing. Lay it in there, cover the whole entire thing. And it's going to look ugly, it's going to look very wet, very muddy, but trust me, when it dries, you're going to have an old-looking piece you can do anything with. Now, I find this method works the best. It's fast, it's easy, and you can knock off about 20 of these in about 5 minutes. Now, another method for you would be to take a glass pan, something that is oven safe, fill it with coffee, some tea packets, and some water until you get a nice muddy look. Lay your tinsel in it and bake it. I'd say bake it for 15 minutes at 375 degrees, but it all depends on your oven temperatures. And what you'll get is something that looks like this, a nice old distressed tinsel. Now, there are reproductions on the market. You can go out and get them, but I will tell you they are costly, and you don't get that much. I'd rather spend $1 for a pack of 24 of these, and knowing that I can age it for $1, and get the same effect and the same look as I would a regular distressed tinsel that I bought in the store. Now, another good thing to do is, if you want that choppy look of distressed tinsel, where it almost looks like it's mashed together, what you can do is once that dries, what you would do is you would take your scissor and chop in. Just give it a nice chop. Just keep chopping. It doesn't have to be perfect, just keep chopping it. And what you're going to be left with are weird, almost sparse looking parts of the pipe cleaner, which you'll notice on a lot of older pieces. Now, the leftover spots that came off, you can actually scrape off on your hand and use as glitter. You'll have a nice tinsel glitter. Other variations, like I said, would be to take your tinsel and you can actually paint the whole thing in black and smash it with your hands. I mean, you have different options to do, but I find that, like I said, the liquid starch method works the best. It's fast, it's simple, and you're going to be happy with the results, and anyone can do it. If you have any questions or you have any concerns, please email me at liskettell@yahoo.com or visit my blog at fairyenchantment.blogspot.com. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this session.